Okay, in project 4, you're supposed to design and implement an algorithm to find the next greater element for an element in an array. And we're supposed to develop this algorithm to run in theta of n time. So again, what is the next greater element? So for example, if you consider this as an array, for element 1, the next greater element is 15. Even though there may be other elements out there that are greater than 15, the element that is after 1 and it's the first element to be greater than 1. Okay, so in this case it's 15. For the case of 15, it is 26. Now for 26, the next element is that is greater than 26 is 36. Okay, so for 26, the next greater element is 36. Now for 5, the next greater element is 20. Now for 20, the next greater element is 36. For 17, the next greater element is 36. Now for 36, there is no element that is greater than 36. So the next greater element can be printed as -1. Now for 28, the next greater element is also -1 because there is no element that is after 28 and greater than 28. Okay. So this is what we want to do. We want to find the first element that is the right of an element at index I. So if looking at an element at index I, we want to find the element at index j, which is to the right of I, that is I less than j, such that a of I is less than a of j, and every element prior to that from index I plus 1 to j minus 1 is going to be less than or equal to a of I. Okay. So now we want to accomplish this using a stack, and again the output should be something like this. For every element in the array, what's the next greater element? Now the output need not be in the order of the elements in the array. It could be in a different order. It depends on the algorithm you're trying to use. Now I suggest this algorithm that this is a stack. So the idea is this. So you create an empty stack and create an array of specified size. So use a random number generator to do that. The code I have given you already does this for you. Now push the first element of the array to the stack. Okay, so push a of 0 to the stack. So run a for loop from index I equals 1 to n minus 1. Now you do this check for each of those elements at index a of I. So again you run like a while loop until and make sure the stack is not empty, and see if the element at index I, which is what you're currently looking at, to find the next greater element for this element at index I, see if that element at index I is greater than the value in the top of the stack. If that's the case, then the element at index I is the next greater element for the element at the top of the stack. Okay, so print a of I as the next greater element for the top of the stack. Then pop the element from the top of the stack, and you continue this for until the element at index I is not greater than the element at the top of the stack, or the stack becomes empty. So basically what you maintain in the stack is all the elements for which you have not yet found the next greater element. Okay, so for all those elements in the stack, right, again what we maintain in the stack, the elements for which you have not yet found the next greater element, those elements will be to the right of those elements and we have not yet found them. You're checking if the element at index I is greater than those elements. So start from the top of the stack. The moment you find a of I to be not greater than the element in the top of the stack, you no longer consider a of I as a candidate for the next greater element for any of the other elements in the stack. So you come out of the while loop and push a of I to the stack. So you have to also now find the next greater element for a of I to the right of it. So continue this for loop till you reach the end of the array. Now once you come out of the for loop, you have scanned all the elements in the array. So if the stack is still not empty, which means there are some elements in the stack. Again, what will maintain the stack? The elements for which you have not yet found the next greater element. Now, since you have gone through the array, for the elements just still in the stack, the next greater element is going to be -1. Okay, so this is the logic. I'll let you to massage this, trying to understand this more, and you can implement this. Of course, this is not the only way to do this. You can come up with any other algorithm also to do this. Okay, so let me stop here.